It's Storm Show.
All right, Storm Chasers, we got a report on this story of Diddy temporarily stepping down as chairman of Revolt. I gotta say, I pretty much knew that this was coming, and I would say this, to Diddy, if I knew Diddy, Diddy, Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Sean John, Sean Love, Sean Combs, Mr. Combs, Lucifer, Devil, Satan, Shaitan, whatever, Moloch, whatever he want to call himself. I would definitely tell him that at this point, it's about time for him to go ahead and pull his Russell Simmons, go ahead and liquidate all of his companies and his assets, and go and be propped up on a white man's feet doing yoga somewhere on the beach in Bali. It's time for him to go be neighbors with Russell Simmons. They used to be neighbors in New York City. Now it's time for them to both go be neighbors on on Indonesia and Bali. I don't want to call it Pedophile Island, but I'm just saying. So let's go ahead and get right on into this story. Y'all been sending me this all day, and y'all knew I was going to come talk about it. So Revolt, I will say this about Revolt TV, okay? Of course, he didn't own it all outright. And as far as I've known, it hasn't been like super, super successful. But I think that the whole point of Diddy starting Revolt was just to, take in and monopolize a bunch of talent, right? TV is dying, music ain't making no money like that, and hell, even radio is dying. So at the end of the day, a lot of these conglomerates know that the power of the dollar is in the social media influencers, point blank in the period. And so instead of having a bunch of social media influencers out here as competition, it's best to go ahead and lock them down and lock them in under Revolt, okay? And let them make their content there, all right? It's just moving the TV network from the TV to the internet. Ain't nothing different. Now, I will say, Revolt, I would have liked for you guys to have, given us a video, or, to maybe have had a panel discussion on Revolt TV about what's going down with Diddy, but they didn't. They simply said, breaking news, Diddy steps down as chairman of Revolt. Okay, it says Sean Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people, and for all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Now, what gets me is they say he's stepping down as chairman of Revolt. We cannot be disingenuous and act like he has not been the face of Revolt. Yet in this paragraph, they say he ain't had no operational or day-to-day role in this business at all. So basically, he was just the face. So was y'all lying like I was lying about Ciroc? He acted like he owned it, Ciroc, but he didn't own it shit. He acted like he owned the De Leon, but he didn't own it shit. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay? Y'all don't give a damn about nothing Sean John Combs done, because I'm sure Sean John Combs did the very same thing that he did in Bad Boy Records. He did it up at Revolt TV too. Okay? Now, it says our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt, one that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advancing, elevating, and championing our culture that continues. What culture? Who told y'all was in charge of the culture? All right. Is it even hardly any Black folks that's actually running Revolt, or is it looking like BET, aka EBT? With the crappy ass programming. Let's call it what it is. This is nothing more than an attempt to of Revolt to save themselves. They got to get those advertising dollars, and advertisers do not want to spend millions of dollars and put it behind a PEDO, a sex trafficker, a human trafficker, whatever you want to call Diddy. Just read the paperwork, baby. Read the paperwork. Okay, I see people still online flapping their gums and their fat ass fingers, talking about how Cassie was making up this and making up that, and it wasn't that bad, and she could have left anytime. That's how I know you Negroes don't read. Go read it. Ain't nothing but 35 pages. Now, you can sit on your phone for 45 minutes as you go through 52 tabs of Pornhub to figure out which video you want to stroke your meat to, but you can't take out 17 minutes and 32 seconds to read through a 35-page document, you dumb, ignorant bitch. I don't understand, all right? But I do understand, because a lot of guys is dumb and ignorant as hell. That's why they put shit in paperwork and in books, because they know that niggas ain't gonna fucking read it. Anyway, with that being said, 50 Cent say he want to buy it, Diddy. 50 Cent say he want it. He say he'll give you a few dollars. What y'all think Diddy gonna do? Is the narcissism gonna get the best of him, or is he gonna pull a fat tongue ass Russell Simmons and go and do some yoga over there in the Bali? All right, there's plenty of underage people over there in the Bali for you to control, and plenty of white men's and plenty of men's and lady boys, whatever you into, Diddy, for you to play with at your leisure, and ain't no extradition treaty. I'm sure your children hate you any fucking way. So let's not act like you all that loving and that anybody's gonna miss you. You'll still be able to pay your bills and do your thing, but you might want to go ahead and start liquidating now and to get your black ass over there to Bali. Okay, it's coming down. You've been getting away for way too long. You've been making a whole bunch of sacrifices and cutting up a whole bunch of chickens and cutting off a whole bunch of heads of goats. A whole bunch of goat blood has washed shore in the Caribbean many, many times. It's only so much that the voodoo priestess can do for you, but the karma is coming and the reckoning is here, and baby, you got to pay. And Kim Porter over there in the fifth, sixth dimension, or maybe she ain't even really left Earth yet, it's said to, be haunting your ass at night, and she's gonna make sure that you pay. So you're not gonna get away from what you've done, Diddy. You can't run from your sins. You can't run from your sins, Diddy. This is the most quiet that we didn't ever seen you, and we know that you ain't a quiet nigga. You a Scorpio. Y'all loud, y'all gutter, y'all whorish, y'all sluttish, and y'all nasty and gutterish. And shout out to Carisha. This is the most I done seen her quiet too. She done finally left up out your basement and went to go spend time with her fucking kids. Now that this a palace that was built on blood and human bodies, it's falling to pieces. Carisha ain't got nothing to say. She done ran her and her wig and ran over there. And then she finally went back home and spent some time with her damn kids, finally taking them to the Kmart and taking them to the racetrack like we give a damn. Girl, we want to hear what was going on in the house. We want to hear you make a statement. You said you here for the ladies, but you ain't doing nothing but the ladies, but pushing down whoredom and pimpism on them. Meanwhile, you called yourself being in a committed relationship with a man that had a whole baby on you. You dumb as hell. Let's not act like Carisha didn't fall in love with Diddy at all. You definitely was falling in love and thought that you was gonna be the number one, you was gonna be the top spot, and it's looking like the jig is up, bitch. Now what you gonna do now? Because that rap career damn sure ain't went nowhere. Now you held it down while you was pregnant and JT was serving time in prison for didn't she swipe an old white man's credit card? Y'all was some damn swipers. Y'all is some damn boosters from Miami at the end of the day, but you ain't gonna be able to boost your way out of this. Now Carisha, you is lucky that the people do like you, and they do like when that you got a thick ass tongue to swirl around in your mouth as you try to enunciate your fucking words all on a podcast mic. So you just load up a mic anywhere and people will listen and you'll be able to make $1. So don't worry, you won't have to continue to get shitted and pissed on forever. JT done already gave her soul to Lucifer, aka Lil Uzi Vert. So I guess that she'll always keep a 2-bedroom condo in LA to live in. So I don't know. The jig is gone. The jig is up. I really don't know what you're going to do now, but you better figure that shit out, and you better not act like we don't know what's going on. But you just going to lay low for 6 months and then pop back out, selling some kind of product or trying to show us that you a good mother. You better, oh, God, you such a fucking disappointment. You and Saucy Santana talking about women's with no BBLs, the nerve of a man with a back that wide and a head that round to be talking about somebody's fucking body. I can't believe you ladies still give a that what a gay man think about you. He's a gay man. He wouldn't give, he wouldn't chew, he wouldn't kiss you. He wants to be you. So why are you listening to somebody that got a beard and heels and 3 BBLs, back wide and face wider than Shekinah, 3 failed BBLs? Because every time I go get a BBL, you can't stop horfing down Popeye's fried chicken on the way home from the hospital, drain still leaking, eating chicken, drinking collard green juice, drinking all kinds of Hypnotic and Hennessy. Ugh. Anyway, allegedly, Justin Combs and Misa Hilton is on Cassie's side. Allegedly, Diddy didn't unfollow a couple of his kids because he feels like they're not being loyal. What y'all think? Let me know in the chat here. What y'all think? Y'all said Saucy, shut up, DJ Academics. He gets a mile pass from me. Yeah, he did that. That's very true. Diddy really about to be looking like the Joker. Facts. Storm don't care, just going in. Yeah, you know, you got, you know, hey, listen, I got to get y'all the news. He needs to be quiet. That's wild. Why don't he just share the beer? You know what? He said he ugly without it. That's what he said. Anyway, we'll be back later, people. I had to come and report that story. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys.
It's Storm Show. It's Storm.